automatically I'm going to take flying camel off of there because that's a spin. That's not even a jump. Hey Sparkle Squad, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Jasmine and welcome to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be taking a millennial test. And I've seen many people take millennial tests on YouTube, and I thought that it would be a cool video idea if I take one today with you guys. So for the test I'm going to be taking today, it is going to be asking me questions to see how well I know the sport figure skating. So this test is going to be really fun to do, and hopefully I get some of the questions right. And if you guys want to do this test with me, I'll have a link down below so you guys can answer the questions while I do this video. So without further ado, let's get started. So the website that I'm going to be using for the test is called Brangle. It's spelled Braingle. And the test is called figure skating. And I don't know how many questions there are in this test. So let's get started with the first question. So the first question is, what jump is said to be the one you must land to become a lady in figure skating? Double Lutz, waltz jump, axel, loop, and flying camel. Okay, automatically I'm going to take flying camel off of there because that's a spin. That's not even a jump. So it's definitely not flying camel. And waltz jump, that's more of like when you can start calling yourself figure skater once you land your waltz jump. I wouldn't necessarily call yourself like a lady in figure skating once you get your waltz jump. So I'm going to take that off of the list. Loop, it doesn't say if it's like single or anything, but I'm guessing that it's a single, not a double or a triple. So for that, I'm going to take that off as well because that's one of the like beginner jumps that you learn. And then it kind of just comes down to axel and double lutz. So it can't be double lutz because I've never really heard somebody like say, oh, I have a double lutz, so I'm a lady in figure skating. It's usually mostly like an axel jump, like double axel. So I'm going to take double lutz off, and I think that axel is the correct answer for this. Because axel is like one of like the first hard jumps that you actually learn in figure skating. So I'm going to pick axel for the first one, and it doesn't give me the answer. So hopefully that when I finish this test, it'll give me the answers or like the percentage that I get. So now let's move on to the next question. Okay, question number 2. Kimmy Messner, who placed 6th in the 2006 Olympic, has what hometown? Newark, Delaware, Hershey, Pennsylvania, Ocean City, Maryland, Jacksonville, Florida, or Bel Air, Maryland. So I've never heard of this woman before, so probably she doesn't come from Florida because I live in Florida and I've never heard like pretty much anyone talking about her here. So I'm going to take Florida off of the list. Pennsylvania, I don't know that many people, like I don't know that many skaters from Pennsylvania. Maryland, Ocean City, Maryland, I'm not sure again. This question's really tough. I'm not good at like places where skaters live. So maybe not Maryland. I'm going to take both Marylands off. And then it has to be Delaware because like Delaware has the University of Delaware there, and that has like a lot of like the higher level skaters and everything there. So I'm going to choose Newark, Delaware for the question number 2. Hopefully I get that right. Okay, the third question is, Tara Lipinski's first figure skating lessons were taken in what year? 1985, 1989, 2000, 1991, or 1980. So Tara Lipinski is one of my favorite figure skaters. She's just so graceful and so good on the ice, but she's like, when she first started skating and when like she got like all her titles and stuff, she was so young. She's really talented. So when I was younger, I read this like whole book on her, And I feel like that it's 1989. That's my best answer that I have. So I'm going to choose 1989 for this one. Now we're moving on to question number 4. The preliminary category in figure skating is the first USFS test a figure skater will take. That is automatically 100% false. The first test is pre-preliminary, so not preliminary. I'm going to choose false. Now we're on question number 5. Michelle Kwan has won an Olympic gold medal. So Michelle Kwan is a really good skater. I know that she's been to many Olympics before. So she's really popular as well in the skating community. So I believe that she has won a gold medal. I'm not sure about this question, but I feel like that she has won an Olympic gold medal. So I'm going to choose true. I'm not so sure, but we're going to go with true for that. So the 6th question is, which of the following women performed a backflip on ice? Michelle Kwan, Tanya Harding, Surya Bonali, Midori Ito, I'm not sure how to say that, or Katrina Witt. Okay, it's Surya Bonali. She's an African-American French figure skater, and her backflips on the ice were so cool. Like, she was pretty much the first woman, like the only woman to do backflips in competition at that time. So it's really cool. But it's sad that they banned it. Her backflips were awesome because like she would do her backflip and she would do like literal split in the air. And when she came down, she would always land on one foot in like a spiral position. And it was so cool. But like she didn't get any points for it. And that's just sad because backflips are really hard. And like you don't see many people landing on one foot during doing a backflip because like not even professional gymnasts who do it like as an actual living, you don't see many of them landing on one foot. So it's really sad that she didn't get any points. But then soon they banned backflips from competitions because it was too dangerous for skaters to do. So yeah, that's really sad. But you can still see people do backflips like in shows and stuff like that. So I'm going to pick Surya Bonali for question number 6. Okay. Now we're on question number 7, and it says, which of the following is not a form of figure skating? Pairs, synchronized, distinguished, and ice dancing. Distinguished, 100%. It might be, but like I've never heard of any of that before. I've heard of pairs, synchronized, and ice dancing, but never of distinguished. So let's pick that for that is not a form of figure skating. Okay, 8th question. What is the first spin a figure skater usually learns? A 2-foot spin, scratch spin, sit spin, camel spin, and a 1-foot spin. It's definitely a 2-foot spin because a scratch spin and a sit spin and like a camel spin and a 1-foot spin. You learn a 1-foot spin after you learn a 2-foot spin, and then you learn a scratch spin after you learn a 1-foot spin, and then you get camel and sit spin. So I'm going to pick 2-foot spin because it's one of the easiest spins in figure skating. So let's go with 2-foot spin. Okay, question number 9. The blade on a figure skate has only one edge, and that is false. Because on your blade, you have 2 edges. You have the inside edge and the outside edge. And then, I don't know if people count it as an edge, but you have the flat part of your blade. So, if you guys have a pair of skates, just go look at the blade really close. It's like a rectangle. And one of them is the inside, that's on the inside of your foot. And the outside is on the outside of your foot. And then in the middle, it's like a little rectangle that just goes straight up and down. And that's like your flat edge. So only one edge is false. Then no figure skaters have ever landed a jump with 4 rotations for question number 10. That is false. So the highest jump a figure skater has ever landed is a quad lutz so far. No one has landed a quad axel, but a quad lutz is 3.5 rotations. I know, shocking. It's not 4. It's actually 3.5. Look it up. But yeah, so a quad lutz is 3.5. So that's the highest jump someone has ever landed. So that's not 4 rotations. But even if someone has landed a quad axel, that is 4.5 rotations. It's not it's not exactly 4, it's 4.5. So no one has landed a quad axel though, but even if anyone has landed quad lutz or quad axel, jump with 4 rotations is technically impossible unless you do a quad axel that's half rotation cheated. But yeah, so 4 rotations, this question is just automatically wrong, so I'm going to choose false. And that's all the questions I had. So I had 10 questions, and there's this little button that says submit answers, and I'm really scared. So before I send my answers and we review them, comment down below what answers you guys got, because I want to see how you guys did on this test. So let's submit. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I'm so scared. Okay, here's my test. What jump is said to be the one that you must land to become a lady in figure skating? And I chose axel, and it says correct. So it says this is the jump that you land after you can land all of your single jumps and before you land your double jumps. The flying camel is a spin that I threw into. I didn't read the whole sentence. This is like the flying camel is a spin that I threw in to try to fool you. I didn't know it was like the person talking. Okay. It says 36.5% of people have also answered correctly. That's not that many people. I'm really surprised. Okay. Next says Kimmy Mersner, who placed 6th in the 2006 Olympic, has what hometown? I answered Newark, Delaware, and it's wrong. And I knew I was gonna get that wrong because I'm bad at guessing where people live. Like I could probably know. I'm bad at it. And it says the correct answer is Bel Air, Maryland. So now I know that. And it says, although Kimmy trains in Delaware, she lives in Bel Air. So I got it technically right. I got that much right. She trains there, but she doesn't live there? That's weird. But it says 76.2% of people have also gotten it wrong. At least I'm not alone. Okay, Tara Lipinski's first figure skating lessons were taken in what year? And I chose 1989, and I got it right. Yay! So it says she roller skated beforehand, but didn't begin figure skating until 1989. And it says that 34.9% of people have also answered correctly. Fourth question is, preliminary category in figure skating is the first USFS test a skater will take. And I chose false, because it's pre-preliminary, and I was correct. And it says you have to pass the pre-preliminary test before you may even attempt the preliminary. And it says 33.3% of people have also answered correctly. Wow, not that many people are getting these questions right. I'm surprised. Okay, question 5. Michelle Kwan has won an Olympic gold medal. I chose true, and it's wrong. Why? Okay. So the correct answer is false. Although she has competed in the Olympics many times, she never actually won the gold. Why? I mean, I did know that she went to the Olympics a couple times, but I wasn't sure if she won in the Olympic or if she just placed maybe 2nd, 3rd, 4th, something like that. But now I know that she never won gold at the Olympics. And it says 52.4% of people have also gotten it wrong. Which of the following women performed a backflip on ice? I chose Surya Bonali. I got it correct. And it says Michelle Kwan has just a well-known figure skater. Tonya Harding also had her share of this spotlight. Midori Ito were the first women to perform a triple axel in competition, and Katrina Witt was the one with the dueling Carmens. Oh, I remember that. And it says 42.9% of people have also answered correctly. So, next question is, which of the following is not a form of figure skating? Pairs, synchronized, distinguished, or ice dancing? I chose distinguished because I've never heard of that, and that's just a weird thing to call a figure skating thing. So, I got it correct, and it says, pairs is when two skaters skate together. Synchronized is when a group of skaters skate together, doing the same moves at the same time. And ice dancing is when two skaters skate at a specified sequence of steps together. it doesn't say pairs ice dancing, excuse me, it says ice dancing. I have many friends who do solo ice dance, so this is just like rude to them. But anyways, yeah. So it says 58.7% of people have also answered correctly. Okay, question 8 is, what is the first spin a figure skater usually learns? I chose 2-foot spin and it says correct. It says, one will normally learn the 2-foot spin before any other. This is simply because it is only one easier than a 1-foot spin. So it says 47.6% of people have also answered correctly. 9th question is, the blade of a figure skate has only one edge. And I chose false, and that was correct. It says the figure skater has an inside edge and an outside edge. The blade also has a rocker, toe pick, and heel. So these people, they don't count as the flat edge as an edge, but I kind of do, so it's technically 3, but that's still more than 1. So 52.4% of people have also answered that correctly. Then the final 10th question is, no figure skaters have ever landed a jump with 4 rotations. And I chose false, which is correct, and it says male figure skaters do quad jumps all the time. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Maybe this test was made later, before like Alexandra Trusova landed her quad lutz and she's like 14. But anyways, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Maybe it's like quad jumps like 3.5 all the time, not 4. But I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. But 66.7% of people have also answered that correctly. So, quiz results. I am a B+. Oh man, I wanted an A. That's just sad. Okay, I got 8 correct out of 10, and I got 80%. Why? Oh man. Well, that's the end of my test, so I want you guys to comment down below what were your scores and how well you did, because I really want to know how you guys did on this test. This is the end of the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I want you guys to comment down below if I should do a part 2 to this video with my friends, and if I should find some different figure skating tests that I could test my knowledge using. Also, if you have any test websites about figure skating that I could do a video on, comment those down below as well. Anyways, also don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I love you guys. Bye!